Hello everybody, it's me, Clock, and today we're going to be playing Nightmere, the demo, a detective horror game? Something like that. Basically, we're playing this girl, and we're entering the town of Nightmere, where things are a nightmare. Let's start. The music and art look banger already, come on. Should I start from the beginning? I don't talk to my sister all that much, to be honest. So I was really happy to hear she got into her dream university. I think that was like 3 months ago. We don't see each other that much. Most of the time I'm helping around our family's record shop. Sarah really wanted to be a doctor, though. Oh, that's nice. So most of the time she was studying at home or with her friends. Sarah went missing 3 weeks ago. There's kind of this stupid urban legend everyone likes to talk about. About 10 years ago, a lot of people were killed here. No one could explain their deaths, so people started talking. The town came up with the idea of a creature that lurks in the woods. I don't believe any of it for a second. My sister was kind and loved by everyone who knew her. There's no monster in the woods. In this town, there's only people. My sister is somewhere out there. And I need you to find her. Yeah, that's awesome. The client. That's all I can think of right now. We can go over any questions if you'd like. I'm not sure how this private investigator stuff works. Is there usually a procedure to how you handle cases? Yes or no? Sure, yes. That's probably what I figured as well. I'll let you do your own thing now. I'm sure there's other stuff I'm forgetting. The police here are investigating, but they haven't found anything yet. I tried asking to help with the investigation, but they said no. It's pretty normal. They must still have the case files about Sarah. Okay. God damn it, I am clock blocking so much. Alright. You can feel free to look around if you want. I'm so sorry, the client. Here, wait, I'll, that's what bro looks like, okay? That's what homie looks like, and now I'm back to cover his face up. You missed it. Sarah's bedroom is in the next room over. I'll just be here if you need anything. Okay, bye, broski. Okay, I just want to... Oh, what the fuck? Okay. It's not perfect, okay? Is there something you need? Tell me about Sarah. More about Sarah? She was really smart. A whole lot smarter than me. I don't have a photograph on me, but there's one in her room, I think. She wore glasses and her hair was kind of long. I don't know much else about her. Like I said, we didn't talk much. She seldom visited the record shop. Are we the girl or the lad? We are the girl. I know she sometimes hung out with her friends, though. The waitress at that diner, I think. What was her name now? You want to see the face again? Alright. The desk basks in the room's light. I don't use that thing much. It's probably a little dusty. Okay. Lamp is quietly humming in the corner. Shelf covered in dust. When was the last time it was used? Clock reference. Boxes filled to the brim with things. I keep some records here instead of the shop. Makes the room look a little more lively. Does it now? What about this paper? I can't. Okay. The bed. It's just my bed. Okay. What about this over here? Not an exit. Okay. Okay, let's leave. Okay. Why is it so dark in here, man? Can I turn on the lights? Oh, there we go. Well, they're not light, but... A slightly faded photo of a young girl hangs on the wall. She's smiling. And she holds an envelope on in her hands. Sarah. Chair's cold. Boxes sealed shut. Well, open them. Cold desk. There's nothing on it but a lamp. Bed appears untouched. Okay, more boxes sealed shut. Books on medicine and anatomy sit on the shelf. They've gone cold. Lamp is switched off. Turn it on. Yes. I would like some light in here. Chair is cold. Okay, well, thanks for that. Thank you. Door is locked. What the hell is this giant freaking corridor, bro? Decaying couch. This music feels so weird. An old and dusty foosball table. Surprisingly sleek and lavish pool table. Nice. Wooden tables. Large coffee table with stains all over the surface. Go ahead. Open the door. You know where it leads. You have not changed. When will you learn? Is someone there? I don't have time for this. Something feels off. Open the door? Yes? What the hell's happening? Amelia. Are you okay? Oh. Did we just wake up? This voice. Why does it sound so familiar? If you're not feeling well, you should tell me. Amelia, come on. Was I dreaming this whole time? Who's speaking to me? You take a deep breath. Amelia, you okay? You immediately recognize Teresa, your assigned partner for investigations. She's also your closest friend. You've been in the same department for about 6 months now. Hey, Teresa. Seriously, Amelia, you keep scaring me every time you space out like that. If you're not feeling well, I can always call in someone else. I'm alright. I was daydreaming, that's about it. Did I miss much? No, you didn't miss much. The other officers went on ahead already. We should probably get going as well. Cuties. Anime. Okay, and now I'm going to show you what Teresa looks like because I'm clock blocking again. But Teresa looks very, very pretty is what you need to know, okay? Obviously, super cute, purple, and amazing, okay? Back to clock blocking. You know, you could say, Clock, why don't you go to the left side of the screen? I don't have a way to look at the right side of the screen, okay? I have to get rid of chat cat, and I don't want to do that, okay? Let's head to the pool now. This place closes soon. Oh, save. Yeah, okay. I'll save the game. Various flyers are scattered on the bulletin board. Shiny. A compartment on the wall for map handouts. Take the map handout. Yeah, sure. Obtain the map. Men's change room, main pool, hallway, staff room, staff lounge, storage, maintenance, women's change room. Okay, so we are in the hallway, I guess. Where are you going? The pool entrance is the other way. Okay. Press escape to access the inventory. Criminal investigation. Your investigation identification card along with your detective badge. You always carry this with you. Okay. Okay, and then I can... Okay. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving. We're investigators. Large pool. You trying to go for a swim now? Let's keep moving. Okay. The other officers are waiting at the women's change room. We can explore later. I want to explore now. Duckies. I want the duckies. Okay, I thought that was it. Is it the one at the top? I thought... okay, okay. Hello. Hello. I'm gonna disappear for a second because we're gonna talk to these people for a while, okay? Maybe if you tried turning it left. Actually, no. Turn it the other way. The other way. Yo. Are you sure you're doing it right? Yes. Well, it doesn't look like it's working. Did you try sliding the pick at an angle? Because some doors open that way. I tried that already. It's just locked shut. The door plate gets locked from the inside. Oh, Teresa's here. Are we interrupting something? Not at all. I'm glad to see Amelia's here now. Now we can finish the briefing together. I already heard all of it. It's just you guys left. Alright then, fill me in. What do we know about the case so far? Let's start from the beginning. We all got on our ships at 7 p.m. and we got a call around 7:50 p.m. The lifeguard from the community center was the one who called. I recall his name being Jason. And this Jason person was absolutely freaking out. The lifeguards here work in pairs. So around 5 p.m., Jason and his shift partner were just on duty. And then his shift partner had to go inspect a dangerous leak. Apparently a pipe burst in the woman's change room. He locked the door to inspect it safely, so no one else would get hurt. But he never came out. Jason knocked on the door to check on his partner. Nothing. He couldn't open it because his partner had the keys. So after 2 hours of waiting, Jason panicked and called us. Hello, excuse me, why wouldn't you call an ambulance? This Jason guy couldn't get any extra keys either. Front desk doesn't hold copies. Bro, I need the firefighters to break this door down, man. The partner probably got knocked out trying to fix the leak. He's definitely inside and unconscious. Door's locked though, hon. I feel like that's a silly way of being safe. What do you mean safe? Door's locked though, hon. We'll have to go look for some way to open it. Maybe a spare key Jason forgot about. Then let's start searching this place now. We'll leave you to it, Amelia. Teresa said you work better alone on these kinds of cases. Come find us if you need anything. Now, let's find a way to open this door. Hell yeah. Guess it's time to snoop around. Sign warning about slipping. Be careful. The doorknob won't budge. Clock reference. The deep pool. The smell of chloramines is very strong. Chloramines? Isn't it chlorophyll? The smell would definitely stick around for a while. There's a note on the wall. Oh, it's to save. Alright, I saved. Alright, let's get to exploring. I think this is the men's. You too, right? Yeah. There's something weird with this case. The pool smell is strong today. Vanessa and I smelled it before we even went inside the building. You come here often? Not really. Well, I do sometimes. Look around. Notice anything? It's quiet. What's your point? Have you noticed the doors? These doors have a thumb turn lock on the inside. Sure, you need keys to unlock it from the outside, but only lifeguards have keys. Could you imagine if a lifeguard accidentally locked someone inside? They wouldn't be able to get out. So these thumb turn locks were added for safety. I see what you're getting at. It's impossible to be locked in here because of the thumb turn. But for some reason the lifeguard is still in the change room. Well, he's unconscious, probably. I wouldn't be so sure just yet. What do you think? He's still inside, or he's not inside? I think something is inside. He's still in there. I find it likely he's unconscious from the leak. I'm still not convinced. There's definitely something weird going on. Chlorophyll is in plants. Chlorine! Oh my god, that's what I meant. Thanks, Cat. It said chloramines, though. But yeah, chlorine. Yeah, that's what it is. Chlorophyll is in plants. Duh. Let's go back to finding a spare key then. We've got an hour before this place closes. Something's gotta turn up eventually. Every locker. Huh. Why aren't these lockers locked? Basic pool procedure. They're left unlocked so swimmers can stash their stuff. Keys are left on the latch when they're unused. Interesting. Dun, 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 dun! Wooden bench. Benches. They're so evil. Shower stalls. They're switched off. Okay. I don't think I'm investigating jack squat right now. Hey! Trash can. Yeah, I'm not going digging in there. Go digging in there! Paper towel. Get in the toilets! A toilet. I love you. Hey, Vanessa. I've already checked everywhere, hon. Don't think this place has anything we can use. Honestly, this place disgusts me. I've never been here before. To the bathroom? No, this community center. Everything about it is just plain creepy. Why are all the lights so dim? Blah. Doesn't matter to me. Feel free to check around if you want. Oh my god, they got the mirrors. Oh my lord. Mirror. Your reflection can be seen looking back at you. I see that. Oh my god. Game devs flexing, bro. Go in that garbage. Drink up, chat. Make sure to drink your water, okay? A door leading to the rest of the community center. Can't leave yet. Okay, well, let's leave this room, because this jack's squatting in it, bro. Why does it sound like the water's, like, moving? Huh. Okay. It's locked. Hello. A square floor drain sits at the lowest point in the room. Through the mesh grate, something faintly glints beneath the water. What is that? Okay. Laminated instruction sheet hangs beside the valve system. Oh my god. In the case where water levels are too high or low, the equalizing system will be able to reroute water supply to the desired rooms. Each of the 4 rooms in their water supply can be equalized or rerouted from the equalizer through bypassing the 3 stages designed for confirmation. The arrow keys correspond to the left, upper, right, and bottom water supplies respectively. Upon clicking the key for the corresponding room, its contents will empty into directly connected rooms. Large cylindrical tank. It seems to be the pool filter. Okay. Label reads chlorinator in a faded text. The water is moving. I get that. A cluster of rusted valve wheels mounted to the pipe system. These valves won't turn. Just talk to the others before trying anything. Gosh darn it. Let me try things. Let me mess around. Gosh darn it. Okay. Did I try this door down here? Oh, there she is. Well, if it isn't the woman of the hour. What brings you to my humble abode? Teresa. Did you find anything useful? Define useful. I didn't find anything we could use to open the change room. But I found a couple papers in the cabinet. You can go check for yourself. Will do. Oh, and Amelia? You talked to Vanessa yet? She wears some pretty strong perfume. My nose gets a little twitchy from it. I don't seem to mind. But it is against protocol to wear perfume to a crime scene, though. If I start sneezing soon, you'll know why. Okay. Cabinet sits against the wall. I think there was something worth checking in there. Stinky perfume. There's a bunch of documents in here. This could all be extremely useful information. What is it? It's an employee handbook with all the general rules they follow. This looks really promising. This handbook is intended for lifeguards, okay. General rules, always work in shifts, make sure one partner is always on deck, immediately aid. In the case of swimmer requests for equipment, to open the storage room. Make sure to log down which equipment is taken and the quantity. Always make sure to write down who has requested which items and see that they are all returned at the end of the day. Keep the storage room locked whenever not in use. In the case of emergencies, act accordingly. If someone is drowning, immediately go to aid them. In the case of a leak, tell your shift partner and go to investigate. Lock the door to the room if there is a burst pipe or worse and call maintenance. But they called us. In case of injury, aid them out of the pool if they are swimming and stay with them. Okay, so in case of a leak, tell your shift partner and go to investigate. Lock the door to the room if there's a burst pipe or worse and call maintenance. So they didn't call maintenance. Turns out it was useful after all. One section caught my eye. Emergency procedures. The emergency procedures. It says here all leaks should be inspected, but more serious and dangerous leaks require the lifeguard to bring their keys. Based on the sign outside the change room and how the keys are missing, the leak must have been pretty serious. Do you think it was a burst pipe? All we know is it must have been dangerous. Better open that change room soon. Okay. I also think the storage room rule was interesting too. And they're not supposed to be in the room with the leaking when locked. Vending machine with very few snacks. I tried shaking them out. Doesn't work. There's also no keys under or behind it. Man. What's up, bestie? About Vanessa's perfume. I want to talk about Vanessa's perfume. Is it bothering you too much? Only a little, but I'll be fine. I guess this case isn't quite a crime scene. I don't think the protocol applies in this scenario. Still. About you? I want to talk about you. About me? You should be more worried about yourself, Amelia. You seemed really tired when we went out earlier today. You didn't even finish your food. I'll be fine, Teresa. Just make sure you're all right, too. Thanks. Door? What's this? Key? Storage room key? Storage room key. Maintenance system key. Doesn't look like the change room key. Faded bulletin board hangs on the wall. Most of the papers are outdated event flyers or sun-bleached schedules. Wait a minute. This is the checkout log. It's for the pool equipment. Okay, kickboards, noodles, towels. 11 a.m. JG, kickboard taken. 2 p.m. Y Gert, 2 noodles taken. K Fern, a noodle taken. I don't know. Looks like all the pool's equipment is logged here. The lifeguard needs to grab something for a swimmer. It's written in here. Could be useful later. Standard staff fridge. Old, humming, and slightly dented on the side. Open it? Yeah. Few fizzy drinks sit inside. Close it, you animal. A scratched up microwave sits on the counter. There's nothing inside. Nothing but dust on the top as well. Not used often. Okay, stainless steel, sponge, garbage can. Not sticking my hand in there. Do it. Do it for the bit. Amelia, if the key is in there, everything is wasted on you. Okay. Okay, so we got a key to that room, but let's go talk to the rest of the crew. Because it said I need to talk to everybody before I start opening stuff. Oh, they're gone. Wait, where'd they go? Oh, no, not there. Is it in here? This was the bathroom. What was she standing on? No ghosts? Why can't I open the other toilets? Okay. Well, I assume they must be, in that system room, right? They must be over there. Yeah, everyone's here. You're here too, don't you? It's kind of obnoxious. I wouldn't last 10 minutes working in here. It's rhythmic. Let's search the room then. Figure out what's making that noise. Oh, I got the whole squad, bro. It's this, right? This looks like where we adjust the water levels. Need some sort of key. I have the key. Something is stuck in the mesh just beneath the grain. Can you reach it? Whatever it is, it's near the bottom. You could fish it out if I was just a bit high. If it was just a bit higher. We need to get the water into this room. Pool filter. Can I use my key? Maintenance system key. There we go. That should do it. I found these maintenance keys in the staff lounge. Guess the valves can be turned now. So now we adjust the valve system? Yes. Here goes nothing. So we want to get... Wait, what? What the hell? Okay, so it's in the change room. I don't fucking get it, bro. Did that work? Sounds like it. I have no clue what I did. Let's go check. Alright. Water level has risen. Key is caught in the mesh near the top of the drain. This is perfect. Now we can open the women's change room. You sure those are the right keys? Yeah, it looks like it. Then let's go open that change room and find the lifeguard. I do like how we're like lined up. It's like I'm playing like a... I just like it. The knob won't budge. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy, old pal. Where's it? Lifeguard master keys. Nice. The change room door unlocks. Everyone ready? Let's get this over with. It's just some dude pissed out in the corner, laying in his own piss. Dead. What? Why is there so much steam in the change room? It sounds like some of the showers are on. Maybe that's why it's so hot in here. Why would the showers be on? Is the lifeguard here? Hey! Is anyone in here? Doesn't sound like he's in here. Let's go check. Wait. Let me check it alone first. We can't just let you go in by yourself, Amelia. You can't just act like you're in charge of this case. We're wasting time. This is normal for Amelia, guys. If you want to check the room alone, you will have to convince Vanessa and I. That won't be easy. Hey, Amelia. All they're gonna do is argue against you. Think about it. Press X, or present evidence to the claims that have weak logic. Try not to refute the wrong thing too many times. You'll end up running out of clout, and they won't be convinced. Clout! If your evidence and answers are good enough, they shouldn't have any objections left. You got this. I'll give you a minute to collect your thoughts. Come to me when you're ready. Okay, let me go save the game. Because I want to win on the first try. What is this shit, bro? What do you mean, clout? What is all this about clout? Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy, I'm ready. Ready? Do you need my advice again? No. Okay, then. Here we go. Mystery 0. Persuasion. We don't have time for sightseeing. Wrong. Wait! That's exactly why I'm trying to be fast about this. I'll be quick. And as a team, we'll be quicker. Ugh. You can still search efficiently with us in the room. Wrong! Wait! I don't think that's possible. I need peace and quiet to piece together what happened. We can be quiet while you work. I doubt you can stop breathing for a few minutes. I need absolute, complete quiet to think. What am I, Will from Hannibal? Oh my god, I'm Will from Hannibal! You better be as good as they say. This is my design. This is my design! This is my design! What happens if you take too long or get stuck on something? If I'm not out in 5 minutes, come in and get me. I won't take long. If I'm not out in 5 minutes, come in and get me. That way we barely lose any time. Sounds reasonable. You're going to end up tampering with evidence. Refuse! Wait! I'll make sure not to touch anything. Observing things is all I ask for. How do I know you'll stick to that? Ugh. It's part of protocol to search together as a group. You're going to miss something that only we could catch. What makes you so sure you'll find everything? I know for a fact I can disprove one of these claims. I'm gonna buy myself time alone. I'm going to end up tampering with evidence. Okay. That was escape. Present. Wait. Okay, that's not it. This one's the... Okay, X. Wait. I've been allowed to search alone before in other cases. Great for you, hon. This isn't one of them. You're going to miss something that only we could catch. Wrong. Don't think I'm competent enough? That's not what I'm saying. What if there are things you'll overlook without us? I'll make sure not to miss anything important. You can check every inch of the place once I'm done. You can check me in every inch of this place once I'm done. That way you'll get the chance to find anything I missed. Fine. Just don't break anything first. The lifeguard might be in there. Oh, okay. He might be scared to see you alone instead of a group of officers. I think that's opposite. Wait. What's so scary about me? You're the youngest of all of us. No offense, but you could be mistaken for a high schooler. He won't know you're the police. I might have something for that. It's still better if we go as a group. Wait! It might slow everyone down. A lot of speculation for a detective. Maybe I can't persuade him with words. Anything else I can show? Oh, and this is where the items come from. The log? Might be scared to see you alone instead of a group of officers. Okay, maybe I can show my ID? Yes! Stop! I have this badge to identify myself. It's hard to make up something like this. Solid point. I have no objections left. You think pretty quick. Make sure to find the lifeguard, though. I guess we're fine with giving you some time to search around. Just stick to your promises, hon. No touching anything. Come back to us when you're finished, okay? Boom. I love that. Okay, let's go. That was fun. It's really reminds me of like Your Turn to Die and stuff. The exit to the community center. It was another entrance? Well, the showers are definitely on. Oh, I'm taking a shower. Shower's still running. Now I'm set to the hottest level. So this is where all the steam is coming from. I'm sorry, Amelia. I just made you take a hot shower. Shower's still running, but now I'm set to the hottest level. But there's something there. I saw red. Hold on. There's faint traces of blood. It looks smeared and a little dried. Ew. I think someone got hurt. What? What happened here? Plastic garbage bin. I don't want to search in there. Paper towel dispenser. Porcelain toilet. Looks untouched. Porcelain sink. See if I can turn it on later. Damaged porcelain sink station. The corner is cracked and has traces of blood. The blood has dried a bit. What could have happened here? Shattered pieces of the sink and mirror lie on the ground. There's visible blood splatter on them. Where did all the blood come from? I know I'm not allowed to touch anything, but I feel like I'll need these later. Collect a piece of the broken sink. Yes. There's a ton of these fragments. Taking one surely won't hurt anyone. It's gonna hurt me. Okay, bye. See how walking away with some evidence goes. How long has the steam been here to make it this moist? Moist. I have to wait for the others before opening it. Oh, she won't let me open any of the lockers? The dead dude's probably in the lockers, man. Are you for real right now? Is that it? Is that all I can look around for? I don't think it let me look for the other... Go in there. Yeah, I can't open the other stalls. Let me in! Let me in! Okay. Throwing shade on Ace Attorney for allowing lawyers to take evidence. Okay. I think the only thing we didn't interact with was this, yeah. Okay. It seems like more like someone had a fight. Hope everything went well. Finished yet? Yes. Any sign of the lifeguard? No. It's not as simple as we thought. Something much worse happened here. Then we all better check it out. Okay. Assume she found the blood. It's pretty puzzling, don't you think? The showers were already turned on. All three were set to hot when we came in. The steam from the showers made the benches damp. This was definitely done on purpose. But why would anyone do that? I'm not sure. There's also something else. Blood on the knob. There's also blood. You saw it too, right? Huh? Blood? Look, there's faint traces of blood on this knob there. They're a bit dry, though. Oh. This complicates things. It definitely does. I'm starting to suspect something extremely foul happened here. Death. I haven't taken a look inside any of the lockers yet. Figured I could wait for you. But knowing you probably opened them already. No, I kept my word this time. Besides, where's the lifeguard? He was stuck in this room the whole time, right? It's only one other exit. Someone would have seen him if he went out, though. There's something wrong with this case. The blood. Hey, Amelia. Listen to me. Don't overwork yourself, alright? Well, that's my job, Teresa. Who else is gonna do it for me? I know that. All I'm telling you is not to overwork yourself. You've been looking more tired lately. I promise you, I'm fine, Teresa. Really, I am. Ruh-roh. Alright. Just wanted to make sure. Sammy's waiting for you in the bathroom. He wants to talk about the broken sink and mirror. We can open these lockers later. Okay. I want to open them now. I already went in here, Sammy. I've been looking at these broken fragments for a while. Apart from the sink, the mirror is broken too. All this blood and mirror splatter makes no sense. Do you think it's related to the lifeguard? I hope not. Damn it. Where did that lifeguard go? There's no leak either. So what was the lifeguard even doing here? Murdering a lady! And on top of this, it's so hot in here. This case makes no sense. Yeah, well, you didn't really say much. Should go find Teresa. I need some time to think anyways. And this is me running around with a blade in my pocket. Hi. All set? Let's go open these lockers then. Yeah. Yeah. Bong. Oh, looks like someone left their swimming stuff behind. There's a bag and towel here. How could they forget their stuff? Towel and bag aren't that small. We should just leave it here. Where's the body? This locker won't open. It's locked. Why is this locked? I thought everyone left already. Whose stuff is in here? The lifeguard, maybe? Bum 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 bum. Moist like the others. Oh! Oh, we found the dead body. I like how it's censored, bro. What? What is that? What? What the hell's going on? There's a body in here! What's happening over there? Are you okay, Teresa? Not really. Get over here. We found the body when we opened the locker. Ruh-roh, bro. Ruh-roh. That's real bad. Here, I'm gonna leave for a second. That looks like our lifeguard, though, right? At least now we know where he is. It's the lifeguard. Is he still alive? His head is severely wounded. Oh, that's a good CG, though. His head is severely wounded. I think he's been long dead. Do you think he was smashed against the mirror? I think exactly smashed into the sink, yeah. It would explain why it's broken. It looks like it. But if his head smashed against the mirror, why weren't the mirror shards more bloody? Plus, he had to be dragged from the sink to this locker. So why is there barely any blood in the change room? Because he was attacked in the showers first. The killer cleaned up some of the mess. And then, or maybe he finished the fight there? I'm not sure, actually. What the fuck? Someone probably cleaned up the blood. You can tell just by how little there is on him, too. This case has just become a murder. The killer probably used a towel to clean the blood. Where would they take the towel? Everyone would spot a person walking around with a blood-soaked towel. Right. Then, did they hide the towel somewhere? Are we done here? I'm getting a bit nauseous. He still looks so stiff. He's probably been dead since at least this morning. After a person dies, their muscle fibers can't relax because they're depleted of adenosine triphosphate. This causes the body to tense up. It's a process known as rigor mortis. Stiffness tends to peak around 12 hours after death. If he's this stiff, it means he's been dead for a long time now. It's strange no one noticed his body. He couldn't have died this morning. His partner saw him walking in, remember? Which meant he was alive just a few hours ago. But then how does his muscles tense up so quickly? The killer used a simple trick. The hot water. A tool? What? I don't even know which one I'm on. The showers. I don't know. Killer used the showers. It's true, rigor mortis is a biological process. But there's one thing that can alter it. Temperature. By turning on all the showers that could fill the room up with steam, the high temperature will force the muscles to tense up faster. So the lifeguard only looks like he died earlier. Killer is trying to confuse forensics and mess up the timeline. But how could any random swimmer know how to speed up rigor mortis? The killer most likely had first-hand knowledge of forensics. This knowledge only comes from an expert. I did not know that. Wow. I guess I can show myself again. Someone like an officer or a detective. I like how they're also not with us up here. Like they're sprites. Couldn't the killer just have been a big fan of murder mysteries? No amateur could clean up a severe head wound this perfectly. The killer is probably some sort of officer. We can't prove anything until we gather more evidence. We have to call in forensics to search this place. This entire area is now a crime scene. Forensics won't be able to analyze anything before the lights go out. Let me do a rundown of the room one more time instead. Again! We still have to check the storage room. We'll be waiting right outside whenever you're finished. Thanks. Show me the body! The lifeless body of the lifeguard is crammed inside the locker. His head is bloody from being smashed against the sink and mirror. Doesn't make sense how he was killed. When we found his body inside the locker, every single entrance was locked. He was last seen going into the change room alone. And the room has been locked since then. So how could someone have killed him and slipped out? This is a locked room murder. Oh, this is like a really famous, like, book. How was this done? The killer is here still. It's the only locker that's locked. What could be inside? What could be inside? Get in that trash can, girly. Plastic bin with nothing inside. Oh, she finally looked at it. Corner is broken and has traces of blood. Lifeguard's head was smashed here and into the mirror. There's almost no signs of a struggle. This visible blood splatter. The blood is likely from the victim, but I wonder if the killer also lost some blood during the killing. It's so easy to cut yourself on this broken sink. Porcelain toilet. Okay. Oh! That didn't happen the first time. That is really cool of a shot, though, right? It looks more like he punched it, right? It looks more like someone punched it. That was cool, though. That was a really... That shot has so much aura. This shot has so much aura, chat! Is there anything I'm missing in the picture, too? I don't think so. Wait, inventory? Okay, never mind. Okay. The blood's gone on here. The blood's already gone. The blood on the knob is gone. Someone wiped it while I wasn't looking. And there were only 3 people in this room besides me. I want to save. Yes. Someone wiped it. They're in the locker, bro. The person's still here. It's Vanessa. It's the only locker that's locked. What could be inside? Could someone have killed him and slipped out? Because they're still here! Yeah, she's the one we told about the blood. I don't think there's anything else I can investigate in this room, though. I can't leave yet. Oh, wait, I have the master keys. I'm so stupid, bro. Huh. I can't use them, really? Nope. Said I can't leave yet. Maybe I can leave this room, though. Maybe... Okay, I can. Finished yet? Yeah. Now let's go check out the storage room. Remember to be cautious. This whole area is now a crime scene. Let me lock this. Oh. I got the whole squad with me now. No, that's the other room, right? It's locked. Nice. Storage room door unlocks. It's cramped in here. What are we expecting to find? Anything that can help solve the case. We still haven't found the towel used to clean up the blood. Doubt it would be in here, but it's worth a check. Yeah, sure. Can't talk. Tall rack shelving many miscellaneous items. A stack of 3 neatly folded pool towels. Hold on. Is it possible one of the community center towels was used to wipe the blood? That's what I was thinking too. It would be risky to clean up blood with your own towel. But with a public towel, it would be harder to trace back to you. We just have to check whoever took a community towel today. Whoever took the towel is a potential suspect. Okay. No, I clicked it again. Okay. Well, here it is. Bin full of kickboards. Doesn't look like anyone uses these. It's full to the brim. We always have the pool equipment checkout log. Okay, I know. I was... Look, man, I know. I know we have the checkout log. Here, I'll use it. Okay. Okay, so... No one took a towel today, but someone did take a kickboard. That's strange. Nothing was checked out today. All 4 towels are still untouched. Then we were definitely wrong. The killer probably used their own towel to wipe the blood. One thing doesn't match in this checkout log, though. The towels. There's only 3. The number of towels don't match. Log says 0 of the 4 towels are checked out. But there's only 3 towels here. Did we miscount? I don't think I can miscount. Someone could just take the towel without logging it. Impossible. Only the lifeguards and janitors have the keys to this room. So whenever anything is taken out, the lifeguard would have to write it down. The only way to take something from this room without having written it down by the lifeguard is if you were the lifeguard. He probably just forgot to log it down. We don't even know if this towel was related to the case at all. It has to be. The blood in the change room was most definitely wiped clean by something. And now we have a missing community towel. They're much bigger and thicker than the average towel. Like my cup. Which would make cleaning up blood easier. The missing towel definitely was used by the murderer. But the killer would easily be spotted walking around with it covered in blood. Where would they hide a towel that big? We checked everywhere in the change room. Not everywhere. There's one place we didn't check. One of the lockers. It was closed shut and locked. If we somehow found the key to open it, you think we'll find the bloody towel there? I'm sure of it. The killer likely took the keys after locking it so no one could find the evidence. There's still too many questions. Why would the lifeguard try to hide the fact he took a towel? And how did the killer get his hands on the towel? And also, why the lifeguard? Why would anyone want to kill him? He was a shit lifeguard! Ow, why is it so loud? What was that? That's coming from the announcements. That's the closing sound for the pool. It always plays 15 minutes before the pool closes. I told you, we're out of time. Wait a second, how would you know that? Let's just all head out and call forensics. How would you know that, Vanessa? You said you've never been here. We've no choice but to leave then. Wait. I got it. I know who the killer is. No way it's Vanessa, right? Everything's starting to fall into place. If only I had more time. You alright, Amelia? There's not much left we can do. Let's just stop worrying about this case and call it in. There's no way, right? No! I have a feeling I know what happened here. I just need to step outside for a bit. Alright then. I think the rest of us will head back to the women's change room. See if we can get that locker open. You've got 15 minutes, Amelia. Make them count. Alright. Yes. I don't know what I gotta do. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. I can't move. This is it. The entire case. The lifeguard, the filed complaints, the broken sink, and even the bloody towel. I feel like I have all the pieces to solve the puzzle. Now I have a hunch I know who the killer is. All because of one slip-up. Oh my god! There's no way. When I get to the change room, everyone will be waiting. I have to prove who the killer is before the lights go out. The complaints? It's the women's change room. The complaints. I can't give up, no matter how many objections they'll throw at me. I'll solve this case. Better check what items I have again. May have to present or use some of them later. I don't get it. I feel like it is Vanessa too, right? I feel like it is Vanessa. I feel like it is Vanessa. Okay, always make sure you're working shifts. Make sure one partner is always dead. Immediately aid anyone who requests assistance. In the case of swimmer, request for equipment. Open the storage room. Log it down. Always make sure to write down. Okay, keep the storage room locked. In case of emergency, if it's a leak, lock the door if there's a burst. Call maintenance. In case of injury, aid them out of the pool. If they are swimming, stay with them. Okay. Okay. It's confirmed, Vanessa. It's confirmed. It can be no one else. What was in there? I forget what was in there. Wait a minute. This is the checkout log. Yeah, I already had that. Open it? Yes. One fizzy drink sits alone. Not now. Stick your hand in there. She knew a few key things through the investigation, but need the connections. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna connect it. Oh, her perfume! Wait, she turned up the chlorine because of the perfume, right? Wait, what? Let's just leave. Let's just leave this place. Because she's like she's wearing like really strong perfume, right? If I was kind of sort of maybe stuck in my girl's basement right now, what do I do? By the way, she gave me Cheez-Its. You sit there and eat the Cheez-Its. You smile and laugh to yourself because you got free Cheez-Its and she got nothing. That's what you do. Full perf, I know. Go digging in the trash can. She was like here, right? Stop looking at the toilet, Amelia, please. I also don't know why they don't let me look at the other stalls. Seems like a bit of an oversight, but alright. Alright. But it's the blood. It's the blood. That she cleaned up the blood. The fact that she cleaned up the blood should be pretty much the giveaway that she, I think we have all the items we need. I think it's literally just that. I think it's just the blood. Looks like normal pool signs. Nothing in particular interesting about this. Alright, team. I've cracked the case. The murderer has never left the room. You guys are standing next to the body and not the locked locker. Let's see if I can open the locker. What could be inside? I don't know if I could have found something that would let me open this. Nah, I can't open that yet. Once you figure out we're short on time, tell us what you got. This case was never right from the start. A lot of details don't add up at all. So let's start with the most obvious detail. How and why the lifeguard entered the change room. Oh fuck, that's the one I'm most iffy on, man. She complained? She complained! The lifeguard story. The first thing that caught me off guard was the lifeguard's story. According to the info we received, he went inside to check the leak. But there was no leak inside. I found the same thing too. Based on what we know so far, it's safe to say the lifeguard was lying. No, he wasn't lying. What? Not that one. We didn't find any leak whatsoever, but his partner called us saying he had gone to check one. Yes. So he lied to just be a creep and go into the change room. No. No. Lifeguard handbook. What? Not that one. No, I'm losing! Vanessa's jumping to conclusions already. There has to be something I can press her about. It's safe to say the lifeguard was lying. No, wait. How can we just jump to that conclusion? Press everything. How can we just jump to that conclusion? I was getting to that, hun. Let me finish first. We didn't find any leak whatsoever. But his partner called us saying he'd gone to check one. That's fine. So he lied to just be a creep and go into the change room. No. What do you mean he lied? I'm saying that he went inside just to be a creep. The leak was clearly an excuse. But that can't be right. How would he be able to make up the excuse of the leak at all? His partner would not have believed him. What are you even saying? Lifeguards don't spend much time in the change rooms. Our lifeguard was supposed to only guard the pool and deck. If the leak was in the change room, there's only two ways he could have found out. Either he went into the change room himself, or someone complained about a leak. Or someone told him about the leak, the murderer. That's the only way the lifeguard would ever hear about it. Remember, our caller said the lifeguard hadn't entered the change room at all that day. If he lied about a leak, no one would have believed him because he couldn't have seen one. I see. So someone told the lifeguard about the leak then. The lifeguard probably was called to investigate a small spill. No, because he would only lock the door if it was a burst pipe. A small spill. That's what I was thinking. No one found a serious leak, but the floor was kind of wet. Someone might have thought there was a leak due to that. The lifeguard probably locked the room just to be safe. No, there's proof that's not true. I mean, we all checked the change room. There was no leak anywhere. I think that someone mistook a puddle for a leak. I think I bring up the handbook, because the handbook says you would only ever lock the door. You would only ever lock the door if there was like a burst pipe. Stop! Objection! It's here right in the employee handbook. A normal small puddle could be mistaken for a leak, but it wouldn't require the change room to be locked. Come to think of it, his shift partner couldn't enter because there's only one set of keys. The only reason to take those keys is if a pipe was burst. Exactly. According to the handbook, a heavy leak is a burst pipe or worse. No puddle in the change room could have been mistaken for that. Which means someone lied to the lifeguard about it. They wanted him alone. So this murder was deliberately planned. The killer, for whatever reason, lured the lifeguard into the change room. And the lie about the leak was to ensure it stayed locked too. Without a doubt. Which leads us to another question. How exactly did the crime happen? Take that, bitch. Mystery 2, the nature of the crime. I fully believe all the details we need are in the nature of this crime. We'll be able to narrow down the killer easily from there. Well, we can assume that the killer was a woman. A man would easily be spotted both inside and outside the woman's change room. I believe that the crime played out like this. Okay, I mean, I can't really... The lifeguard was lured inside of the change room. Yes. The killer was already inside hiding. No. No. I think the killer was someone... No, wait. How do we know that? Because the minute the lifeguard's inside, the entrance is locked. How would the killer be able to go inside after him? There's one other exit to the community center. We don't know for sure the killer was inside when the lifeguard entered. Oh, I did. I assumed she would show him the leak. And she'd rather wait outside in her wet swimming suit with the possible chance of that door being locked too. He's got a good point. Damn. The lifeguard enters and locks the door from the inside via the thumb-turn lock. Some sort of altercation happens, and he's attacked by the killer. Okay, yes. His head is smashed against the mirror and sink, cracking both. That's the one we're not sure about, right? Because there's blood in the showers. So either they smashed his head in the sink. I think we wait on that. How do we know it was his head? Mirror shards against his face when we found his body. Okay, well, I didn't see that. Broken teeth and blood match the pattern of cracks in the sink as well. His wounds don't line up with those of being bludgeoned with a tool. No gaps in the logic there. Okay. After dying, his body is dragged to the locker to delay being found, and then they washed him. Okay. No! Wait. Dragged to the locker. No, dragged to the showers. Faint blood smears on the floor indicate that. Lockers aren't the best, but better than leaving a body out in the open. Wait, what? The killer then turned on the showers and wiped the blood. Oh, off of themselves? Okay. Yeah. They changed clothes and then escaped, locking the only other exit by stealing the keys. No, we found the keys. Well, they stole the keys, changed the clothes, and then escaped, locking the only exit by stealing keys. Okay. Not much to work with, is there? Wait! There has to be something. Must be something that can narrow down the killer. Wait, oh, fuck. Wait, what? It's Jared. Well, we know who it is. Press all of them. I think it's an item. I think it's an item we gotta use. We really gotta clock in, chat. We really gotta clock in. Okay. Killer was already inside hiding. We did that. Lifeguard enters and then locks the door from the inside via the thumb-turn lock. That's true. Some sort of altercation happens and he's attacked by the killer. Wait, are you unsure about what happened? Not exactly. Makes the most sense for the killer to hide behind the bathroom stalls. And stepping out and attacking the lifeguard would be easiest. Then why didn't you say that? Because there's no definitive proof. So the killer was outside of the washroom, ran inside, and struck the lifeguard perpendicularly into the mirror? Alright, the killer was hiding in the bathroom stall, most likely. His head smashed against the mirror and sink, cracking both. Do I just show the glass shard? A small shard collecting from the broken sink, visible but dried blood, stains the porcelain. Not sure I get your point. Not that one. No! Presenting the wrong item is death, by the way. After dying, his body's dragged to the locker, delay being found. Yes. You need to press them all so you don't die. See, cat, you're just killing me. If I hit them again, you do know I lose clout if I hit them again. The killer then turned on the showers and wiped the blood. That was correct. They changed clothes and then escaped, locking the only other exit by stealing the keys. This one, I think we present the keys. Not sure I did it. Oh, okay. Not that one. Never mind. I'm gonna kill myself. Must be something that can narrow down the killer. It does. If you press it again, it will lower. It doesn't for the first time, but after the first time, it does. Killer was already inside hiding. We did that one. We did that one. Some sort of altercation happens. I don't think we did that. Oh, wait, we did that. Okay. After dying, his body is dragged to the locker to delay being found. We did do that one. Killer then turned on the showers and wiped the blood. Hold on. This narrows down the suspect quite a bit, doesn't it? Now, the blood cleanup was indeed solid. Do you think the killer was experienced? Oh, without a doubt. The trick with the showers wouldn't be known by most people. Heating the entire room would speed up the body's post-mortem changes. Our killer definitely has experience. The killer has at least some knowledge of forensics and crime. Okay, there we go. Pity that they left behind evidence. What? The killer cleaned up the blood using a community towel. We figured that out earlier in the storage room. So they left behind the towel in one of the lockers. And didn't kill you. I guess I did. I guess I did kill one. But I think we did lose some clout, didn't we? But okay, I guess. I don't think you're supposed to press them all, by the way. You're only supposed to refute. I remember it saying don't refute them too much or else they'll get upset. But maybe I'm crazy. So they left behind the towel in one of the lockers. They'd be caught immediately trying to exit with a bloody towel like that. Even then, we can't do anything about it now. The towel can just be analyzed tomorrow. Except you're wrong. That towel will be gone tomorrow. The killer will have come back for it. Wait, what are you saying? Someone who could return here without anyone questioning it. After all, they still have the locker keys with them here. You don't think? I think I've figured out the killer. All this evidence points to one person, and a few things I noticed on my own make it obvious who's guilty. Who is it? This is it. No going back. The killer is the shift partner. It's Vanessa. It's Vanessa. Am I sure this person's a killer? Yes. Stop! Stop right there, criminal scum! The killer is you, Vanessa. You came back here to retrieve the towel. The last remaining piece of evidence that could be traced to your crime. What do you mean? How could the killer be me? Are you sure about this, Amelia? I'm sure of it. You're the one who lured the lifeguard into the change room and killed him. Foo. Amelia, I'm sorry, honey, but you're wrong. You're wrong! And why is that? I'm getting there. Let me make something very clear. Wait! Hold on! I didn't even finish speaking yet! I'm doing what Kat said. Zip your mouth for a little bit, will you, hun? Urgh. I hope Kat is right. I've never even been to this pool. Well, this one is wrong. Wait, you say you've never been to this pool? Do I need to repeat myself? No, I think you need to explain yourself. Because I actually think you're lying. You knew where the women's change room? You knew the closing chime. Earlier, you pointed out the closing chime. How could you have known what it was if you were never here? How did you know about that, Vanessa? Only because I've heard a similar chime somewhere else. Okay, let me rephrase. I forgot that I had been to this pool before. Wait! How did you just forget something like that? If I knew, I wouldn't have forgotten. This woman. Hey, don't say it like that. It went a long time ago, and the chime just stuck in my memory. Wait! How long ago exactly? Probably a few years. But the chime is loud and memorable, is it not? Nothing I can refute here. But none of that proves that I'm the murderer at all. Wait! But it does raise suspicion against you. It is a bit unlike you to forget something crucial like that, Vanessa. But you can't prove anything off of that alone, though. She's right. I came to this case at the same time as all of you. Wait! How does that prove your innocence? How does it prove my guilt? Literally nothing else links me to the crime. Wait! What do you mean by that? I mean that basing the accusation off a chime is ridiculous. There's nothing else that can point the case in my direction. Nothing, eh? We both know that's false. You're the only one here with a background in forensics. What does that have to do with anything? Everyone here could be a suspect then. We all have background training with crime either way. Hey, hang on now. Blood is incredibly difficult to clean in a place like this. The smell of the pool and bloodstains are all crucial to this crime. Only you had full knowledge to almost wipe everything away. That's what you did earlier when I wasn't looking, right? Is that why you wore gloves and perfume? What are you even saying? You're so full of yourself, it's actually disgusting. I used perfume because I wanted to. Wait! Are you aware perfume is prohibited from crime scenes? I didn't know it'd be a crime scene at the start, hun. Oh, hey Sammy, no worries. You missed a lot of it, though. Highly recommend this one for YouTube, it's fun. This was just a missing persons dispatch. She's right. And wearing gloves is a simple procedure Sammy does too. Wait! Simple procedure? It's true. I always make sure to wear gloves. Vanessa doesn't often, but she decided to today. There's no other reason for me to wear gloves. Except... What do you mean by that? I should be asking you. What on earth would you even be accusing me of? Doing my job? There's another reason. I wore it today only to be extra careful since I heard you were coming. Wait! Why would my presence be of importance to you? Because you're the most talked about detective on the force. But now I see the rumors are just that. You just don't know me yet. Why don't you suspect Sammy as well, if that's your logic? Because Sammy's consistent. Your story has been gaping with unexplainable details. Gaping like my ass... I don't know what I was going for there. Sorry about that. Well, then you better show solid proof if I'm guilty. Oh wait, you don't have any. I've had enough of her. I know for a fact I could disprove one of these claims. There's no way she can worm herself out if I use real evidence. There's gotta be something I can prove wrong here. I used perfume because I wanted to. What are our items, even? Map handout. Employee handbook. Maintenance system key. The equipment log. Okay. And wearing gloves is a simple procedure Sammy does too. There's no other reason for me to wear gloves. Sammy is a man, though. What is that supposed to mean? I wore it today only to be extra careful since I heard you were coming. Girls' change room. Why don't you suspect Sammy as well, if that's your logic? You're just saying words now. You use perfume because I wanted to. That's fine. And wearing gloves is a simple procedure Sammy does too. There's no other reason for me to wear gloves. There's got to be an item I can present because we already hit her with the stuff every single time. Bloody sink piece, maybe? Is that where we finally hit her with the bloody sink piece? I don't know how to refute the Sammy accusation part aside from it's the girls' change room. Didn't Sammy say if it was a man, they would see him in and out? Yeah, but guys, that... Oh, okay, okay. So you want me to use the map? You want me to use the map here? I guess I can use the map. You're pathetic. What's that got to do with anything? You're wrong, chat! Not that one. Ah, need to try again. Wait, what? You don't just lose? Oh, I should have just lost. Try again. What's this bullshit, man? Your cloud is back. Yeah, that was kind of weird. What? I would assume, like, the map would have been, like, the woman's room. Maybe use the sink piece? Why would my presence be of importance to you? Wait, Sammy's consistent. You don't have any. I've had enough of her. I could prove wrong here. Am I missing an item, maybe? I used perfume because I wanted to. Infinite cloud! Oh, there we go, the sink piece. Stop! No fingerprints on the glass. You cut your hand on the sink fragment. Oh, I did not see that coming. Okay. While killing the lifeguard, your hand got cut when the corner of the sink broke. Not only that, but the mirror shards likely cut you too. What? But that's impossible. Vanessa was on time today for our shift. I would have noticed if something was off. And you did. You mentioned earlier that the car ride smelled a bit like chloramines. You're right. Because, yeah, he said I could smell it outside of the facility. And I noticed that Vanessa wore strong perfume as well. Why don't you take your gloves off for us, Vanessa? That has nothing to do with this. I'm telling you this for the last time. Wait! Hold on. Stop interrupting me! Sheesh. Sheesh. I wore gloves today because I wanted to make a good first impression. Wait, and not because you injured yourself? I'm getting there! The only injury I have is a small cut on my hand from earlier this week. What did you cut your hand on then? What does it matter? Why don't you ask your partner? Amelia's right. Your story keeps breaking down. I don't think you did it, Vanessa, but you've got to start defending yourself seriously. So where did you cut your hand? I cut it while in the kitchen at my house the other day. It's got nothing to do with this. You can't just say I'm the killer because of an unrelated injury. Yes, I can! How do we know it's unrelated? You can't prove otherwise, can you? If forensics were here, that'd be a different story. I'd literally search the lockers and change room to find evidence. Yes, and what does that matter? Why do I risk helping the investigation if I was the killer? Because you covered up evidence! That's an interesting question. Maybe it's because you realize you left behind evidence. What? Evidence? Don't tell me it's inside the locker we couldn't open. Only one locker has been locked this whole time in the change room. Tell me, Vanessa. How were you planning to open it? I don't even know what you're talking about. Open what? Are you implying that the bloody towel in there is mine? We don't even know if it's in there. Oh, we don't? I guess we're about to find out then. What? There's no proof. Don't tell me there is. I have to choose wisely. I've got her now. I've got her by the balls. It's time to end this. On you is the last piece of evidence that links you to the case. The final proof to lock you away for good. The evidence is... The locker keys. The locker keys? It's the locker keys! If you check her uniform, you'll find a locker key. It matches one of the lockers in the change room. The locked one. The locker that's been shut this whole time. The one with the towel. I like how we never brought up the fact that she wiped off the sink, by the way, with blood on it. Forensics will trace the blood on that towel to the lifeguard. And to you, Vanessa. You won't be able to explain why you had those keys. The keys? You're still on about that. If I'm so wrong, then let us check your pockets. All of them. No. Huh. So you really are as good as they say. Yeah, I couldn't prove it because only I talked to her about it. So you really are as good as they say. Isn't that right, Amelia? Why'd you do it, Vanessa? This has to be a misunderstanding. And I know your motive, too. You had a grudge against the lifeguard, didn't you? Not everything needs a motive, Amelia. I killed him because I just wanted to. I told him a pipe had burst in the washroom. Made him grab a towel and rush in there with the keys. He said he'd check it out on his own, but I told him the leak was hidden. You know, I'm a very good actor. So he followed me. I locked the door as soon as we got in. And then I told him where I found the leak. I smashed his head against the mirror. He fought back a little. But that first hit really knocked him out. It was hilarious. Pieces of mirror were stuck all over his face. I rammed his head against the corner of the sink, too. I don't even know how many times. Suddenly, the sink cracked. He was dead on the ground already. Somewhere in the process, I cut my hand. My blood was already dripping onto the ground. I had to clean it up somehow. So I grabbed the community towel and let it soak up the mess. I managed to drag his body to the locker and turned on the showers to wash away the blood on me. Leaving was almost perfect. I left the showers on and changed back into my old clothes. That damn community towel didn't fit. I had no choice but to leave it in one of the lockers. I took the keys of the lifeguard and the locker and left. It was a sloppy escape, but I figured I'd come back later. Made sure everything was locked anyways. The door to the community center was easily locked now that I had his keys. Threw the lifeguard keys down a nearby drain and left. I thought I was clear. I hoped the keys would flow through the sewers and never be found again. That was a bad plan there. That was a bad plan. Like, why not just take the keys and throw them away? But then you found them under the drain. You also found my blood on the shower knobs, too. Because if you could walk away with one key, why could you just not walk away with all the keys? But to be fair, when you murder someone, it might be confusing. Also, finding the keys... Well, no, she didn't want them to be found, though. You also found my blood on the shower knobs, too. I had no choice but to clean it while you were gone. What? Achoo! Oh, excuse me. You're quite observant, Amelia. I'll give you that. But the downfall was my own. If I hadn't slipped about that damn chime. Oh. Here, I'll leave for a second while she ore farms. Your deduction was quite brilliant, hon. Give it up, Vanessa. You're a monster! I can't believe it. All this time. What changed in you? It was always just me, Sammy. The first to catch you. My. Perhaps I was wrong about how smart you were. The lifeguard? Oh, Amelia. It was far from my first. I'm calling in backup. You're under arrest, Vanessa. You're good, Amelia. I'll give you that. Oh, I think we can come back. I think I can come back. Yippee! I really didn't expect you to solve the case. And honestly, it was quite fun playing along with your little detective game. You're kinda cocky, you know? It's cute how you always think you're ahead of everyone else. What if you just had a gun? But you forgot one thing, hon. It's lights out at 9. Oh, she's gonna run away because Sammy won't grab her ass. I did remember that moment, but I wasn't sure if they would just grab her, you know. They're officers, man. Too late, detective. Clock reference. Real. Dude, okay, all of them could have just grabbed her, by the way. No, she's pissing! God damn it. How did I mess up so easily? I never expected her to. It doesn't matter. He deserved it. If it wasn't for Amelia... Wait, what? Oh, I'm playing her. I wouldn't have gotten caught. He deserved it. It doesn't matter. She's not here anymore. But where am I? I can't remember what happened. What the fuck? Stare back at your reflection. What the fuck? Toilet. What the hell is this place? Some sort of hospital? Where is everyone? A chair for waiting. Front desk. Is anyone there? Is this some kind of joke? Sammy? Hey. Don't act like you care, Vanessa. It's all my fault. Almost 6 years serving this department. Do you know what this job does to you? Someone like me? You wouldn't understand. I don't. If you're expecting an apology, go cry somewhere else. That's not what I want. Just leave, Vanessa. Thought I was good enough for this job, but now I know I've been blind all along. Damn, Vanessa, you kinda suck. Hospital bed for the ill. Just leave. Okay. She gonna see everyone? Teresa? Yep, it's you. You're her partner. Not anymore. What? What is this girl talking about? I couldn't do it. I tried so hard. I warned her. Do you know where I am? Where exactly are we? How could I have not protected her? And why are you here? I'm trying to figure that out. What exactly happened? You disgust me. I was supposed to look out for her. She always got reckless on cases. Why? Oh wait, that's a really good image. I'm gonna leave again to show you guys. Why didn't you listen? Oh, she smiled. Drip stand. I have a feeling there's gonna be something. Amelia? No? No Amelia. Lockers for hiding secrets. Drip stand? Okay. Someone's in the painting. There's a story about a sailor. Care to hear it? Okay, I'm coming back. I'm really bad at making that decision. Care to hear it? Where am I? Who is this? You know this one already. They say he left for all kinds of reasons. Maybe he wanted time alone. Maybe he was chasing something. But everyone remembered one thing. He promised to return with fish. Lots of them. He brought every net he owned, every harpoon. The sailor insisted he wouldn't come back until he's killed every fish in the sea. And so he left. The sailor didn't come back. Years passed. People forgot his name. Until one day his body washed ashore. With a harpoon stuck in him. It seemed like an accident. But some argued he went mad. That he turned the harpoon on himself when he realized the sea was too big, too deep, too full of fish he couldn't kill. No one knows for sure. To this day, it remains a mystery. And what's the point of the story? The point, Vanessa, is that only the sailor knows the truth. Only he knew what he was running from. And only he knew why he never came back. That truth died with him. And that is his burden to carry. You're not. Who are you? Hello? Nurse? I'm sorry, but you have to leave now. No visitors, I'm afraid. No. Who is she? I need to get out. Something wrong with this place. I need to get out. Okay, bye. No. Only I know. Only I know, but now it knows too. Oh, okay, goodbye. I don't think we're gonna get out, bro. What's happening? There's something here. Something with me. It knows. Please, please. I didn't mean to do it. Leave me alone. Bro, what the fuck is that? Oh. It's so dark. You know, I didn't comment on it, but I like Amelia's earrings. Do I still have... That's better. Door's locked. What? That's not right. Does it lock on its own? There's like shit on the ground there. Can I not? I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Was that like blood? What is it, yellow? Piss and blood? Ketchup and mustard. That's really nice how the light lines up. More must. Oh, it's a crow. Oh. It's just a bird. Where does this trail lead? I think he mentioned something about the mirror. Bird. More piss. What's happening? The mirror. Dude, you better not have something run up and jump scare me, bro. What is that? The piss? That's what I've been saying, man. What's the piss? I don't like that. Run a little faster. Run. Run. Oh, I made it to the end of the trail. It's a grave. Okay. Oh my god. No. Oh, help me. This shouldn't be here. Oh no, it's her own. It's a grave with her name on it, isn't it? Please. I'm not ready. Is this the end of the demo? Thanks for the follow, bro. Nightmere is only possible with support from players like you. Back the project on Kickstarter. Nightmere the demo. That was cool. I like that. Game by Cupkisu Studios. Cupkisu Studios? Okay, story by Cupkisu. Sister? Yep, maybe the sister's grave. Because that was the game's description. Is that we're looking for, like, our sister. Or that guy's sister? Oh. I kind of forgot about that guy. Huh. But that was really fun. It was, like, kind of a cool little, like, short thing. I also like the guy who died. Like, at the very end, Vanessa. Something, like, supernatural happened to her, right? Like, she tried to get away in the dark. And something else happened to her. Special thanks to the dev's mom and dad. Big pog. So that was Nightmare, the demo. I quite enjoyed it. The art style's nice. It's nice. I think it's nice. The CGs are really well made, I think. I think I like the compositions, I should say, of them a lot. One of the testers named Mikey B. I would not be able to tell you. I didn't pay that close attention. I was thinking, sorry. Yeah, I really enjoy the clout system. However, you should be able to fail. There's not much point. If you have a clout bar and if you have a bar for success and failure and you fail, I don't think it should just reset. That's a little silly. I do think there should be some consequence, maybe. So I do think maybe the game should have like a bad ending, maybe like in those moments, something like that. Probably just did that for the demo. Probably, I will say, but I should comment on it just in case that's not the case. I get that, but I do really enjoy it. I think the clap bar is cool. I think just maybe a couple more chances, because I think it was 4 or 5 chances and then you're dead. But then nothing, you're not actually dead, right? I also think the questioning loop, I don't think you should be able to do what me and Kat did. You know, Kat was just like, just question everything. I feel like you should lose clout for that. Like, I feel like especially when she was like, let me finish. I was like, wait a second. I don't think you should be able to do that. You should lose clout for that. I'm not saying it should still be a lot of chances, but you shouldn't be able to do it like every single time like that. Because that is just kind of cheating, right? It is just kind of in its own way, like cheating a little bit. So, but we didn't. I did do that for like once we finished. I just did that completely. I did it for every single one. Like every sentence she said, I would just refute. That's what I did, and there's no consequences. So I would like to see maybe that change, but it's a really fun system. Obviously, like chat said, Ace Attorney vibes. I'm getting like Your Turn to Die vibes. I never played Ace Attorney, but I assume it's very heavily inspired by something like Ace Attorney. I think Danganronpa has that sort of thing too. I played Your Turn to Die, and that's why it reminds me the most of Your Turn to Die. I know that's inspired by those other games, for sure. That's just what I played. That's what I remembered as. Also, you know, also just the art style reminds me more of like Your Turn to Die a little bit. But yeah, I like that. It's always fun. I do like that we had a little scary moment at the end with the entity, the supernatural thing. It was interesting. We don't know. I assume that's just teasing for when the full game releases. Maybe, I'm not even sure if this demo even has to do with the full game, if this is just like a pure spin-off for the main game. I'm not sure. They're relaunching the Kickstarter August 25th. That's great to hear. Oh, relaunching? Does that mean they already did it once and it failed? That's kind of sad. But I do think there's a lot of hope for this. I hope they don't need... I hope it's not a huge goal and that they can actually hit their goal, like a more realistic goal, I hope. Because I would love to support it too. It's a lot of fun, the game, and I would love to play the full release, honestly. It's mechanics and some snippets from the first act. Okay. So, not bad. It's a good introduction to Amelia, but yeah, I don't know. It just feels a little outside of the loop. There's a lot going on. I could totally see this being really, really great. And I do like the investigation system that's not too hard. I do hope... I really like that ending sequence where we walk down the creepy corridor or alley path in the woods. I thought that was really, really cool. There we go, just the path down the woods. It was really creepy and cool. I hope there's more moments like that in the full release too. But obviously I understand that this is more of like an investigation game, but I like to see the supernatural. I like creepy stuff. I like horror. So I like when stuff like this blends that with mystery vibes. Oh yeah, and I do think the sound, the music, you know, there's a lot of free audio on Pixabay. Highly recommend Pixabay for free audio, music, and sound effects, because I do think that's the one thing this game is lacking right now, is those, more fitting songs. I feel like the music was fine, but it does feel a little out of place, some of it. And, definitely sound effects, ambience. Definitely would have liked some more creepy stuff, especially for that final sequence. Was it silent? Silent would be okay too with just sound effects, but yeah, I would like sound effects, more sound effects, more stuff like that. But I think it was fine. I think overall it was a really, really great game, and I enjoyed it. I like that the demo also felt like a full game, like a full little mini game. You know, like I got to play a whole mystery. You didn't cut me off or anything like that. We got to play it out, got to test the mechanics. That's great. Amazing demo. A lot of devs don't do that properly with their demos, and I think you did a fantastic job with the demo specifically, okay? Thank you so much for watching, everybody. That's going to be it from me. If you forgot, it's Clock, I'm Clock, and I'm clocking out. So clock that like button and subscribe. Helps me out a lot. We play a new game on the channel every day. Check it out. And with that, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace. Bye, YouTube.